What's good, y'all? It's Ace Wilson. As y'all can see, this is a edited intro, probably. If y'all can see it, I don't know, but the reason why it's like this now, cause I had to cut some of the intro out, cause the intro was kind of buggy. So all you hear in the beginning is me just saying "sup." So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And also, I wanted to get on here and say, if he's watching this, DeJohn, thank you for being my first guest on my show. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. What's up, y'all? It's Ace Wilson back with another video, the first video of the year. Um, this is a different type of video, as y'all can see. But in today's video, welcome to the first episode of Simple Questions with Ace Wilson, where I ask questions. Yeah, that's all I can say. So we are here today with the first guest of episode one. Some of y'all may know him if y'all follow him on TikTok. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is my first interview, so I am nervous. So um, let me just go ahead and introduce. He is the man, the myth, the mogul, the John. D John, say what's up, man.
What's up, everybody? First off, Ace, thank you for having me, man. I just want to say from the beginning, hey, thank you for supporting me in all the ways that you do, man. From liking my TikToks, from subscribing, from commenting, man. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate your support. So thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. So let me go ahead and not hold you long because I know you're a busy man. So let's go ahead and start. What question one? Question one: Who and what got you in professional wrestling in the first place?
Okay, so what got me into professional wrestling? So for a little while in life, man, I was just looking for a purpose, which I think most people are looking for something that they can pursue, looking for something that they love. And so I was just looking for different things, man. And I just came across wrestling. Uh, I remember the joy that I had watching it when I was a kid. I used to watch it with my dad. Used to watch it with my grandparents, and I just remember the joy that I used to have watching it. And it's kind of funny. A couple years ago, I kind of gotten out of watching wrestling. Some people think it's not cool or whatever, but just for life, I had kind of gotten out of wrestling, and then I kind of got sucked back into it. Kind of got back into watching it, and one of the guys that I watched, um, a streamer called Santi Zap. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him on TikTok, Instagram, but he uh he reacts to WWE content, and so just seeing the way that Santi, the way that he reacted to the matches, to the storylines, it kind of reminded me of when I was younger and the memories I had with my parents and my grandparents, and that kind of just redeveloped my love for it. And I say a huge storyline that got me back, that just made me realize, hey, this is what I want to pursue. Cody Rhodes finishing his story at WrestleMania 40. The emotions leading up to that match, the emotions during and after that match, I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. If I can inspire those emotions in someone else, I feel like I found my purpose. So I know that was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, all those things came into play.
Wow, man. Well, you have inspired me to do what I'm doing today, like with the YouTube and stuff. Like I started my channel like a couple months ago, and this is basically my fourth ever video. So you inspired me to do this, man.
Man, thank you for telling me that, man. That means a lot. I promise you it does. I'm glad I can inspire you, man, and hopefully you can inspire more people. I hope your channel grows, man, and I wish you the best on your journey also.
All right. Question two, and it's actually a good question. Who is your dream opponent?
My dream opponent. Okay, so I'm gonna give a shout out to one of the guys that I trained with, one of the guys at Rocket City Championship Wrestling. So there's a guy, if you and your subscribers would like to, look him up, follow his journey. His name is Julian Barderas. And the reason I say that is my dream opponent, right? When I first started wrestling, I was a nervous wreck, right? I have anxiety. This guy, he's like 21, 22. Listen, the way he thinks about wrestling, the way he can set up a match, the way he can lead others while he's in the match, the way he sets up everything, man, he is so far ahead of the game based on his age. He is so far ahead of the game. And I know he is going to do great things. He's going to be a star one of these days. And so I say he's my dream opponent because one day I want to be able to tell my future kids or whoever I'm with that I wrestled Julian Balderas before he made it big. And so on the independent scene, that's my guy. Got a few other people too. Nick Nemeth. That's my guy too. I love watching Nick Nemeth matches. And my favorite wrestler, I know this might not be everyone's favorite wrestler, but Santino Marella. That was my guy growing up. And
Bro,
even more so now, now
that
that
was
I'm
my
into
guy too,
wrestling and
man.
I know the ins and out of it, Santino.
Bro, that was my guy
So
too, man.
yeah. Yeah, man, that's my guy.
All right, question 3. What's your favorite finisher?
My favorite finisher. Okay, listen. So this is gonna sound a little selfish, but my favorite finisher is the finisher that I have now, which is the sky high spine bust.
Ooh.
So I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but man, once you see it in person, man, you're gonna be like, wow. And once you start executing it, man, yes, that's my favorite finisher. But if I had to choose one that's not mine, Walls of Jericho.
Mm,
I love the Walls of Jericho.
wow. Well, the walls of Jericho, that was a devastating move, and it's still that's yeah, it's still it's still a painful move to take too.
It is. It is. But also, I'll give a special shout out to the Soul Snatcher by Soul Ruka. That one is hard to execute. So I'd give her props just off that.
All right, question 4. It's actually a good question too. Least favorite move to take.
Least favorite. Right now, my least favorite is the German suplex.
Oh, mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. Listen, the first time I took it, I was so scared and so nervous because you're going in the air and you're going backwards. And you have no control over yourself. So I got to get used to it, but right now that is my least favorite move.
I know how you feel, man. One time I was at a family get together, man. We, me and my cousins, we threw a backyard wrestling match. Oh my god, I got hit
Uh,
with a German suplex. I couldn't walk for a week.
ooh man. Oh man, yeah, you gotta be careful with that one. Yeah, if I had a choice, I would not take it, but that's just one of the things I got to get used to and get accustomed to.
All right, question 5. Since we all know now, today is 2026. So, what was your favorite pay per view of 2025?
Oh, that is a great question. That is a great question. Mm, I'll tell you what, just based off of the moment, SummerSlam, just based off the John Cena and Cody Rhodes main event. And I think that might have been like my second favorite match of the year, besides the triple threat between Rhea, Io, and Bianca. I think that was my second favorite match of the year as far as WWE wise. So
Mm,
I'll have to say SummerSlam.
nice, nice. In my opinion, this is my opinion, bro. So,
Mm.
in 2025, in my opinion, some of the pay per views that happened in 2025, they were all right. That's what I gotta say. They were all right.
Yeah, I'll say that. It wasn't the best year for pay-per-views. I will say that. There were, some great moments sprinkled throughout the pay-per-views, but overall, some of them were. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Hopefully, this year, 2026, hopefully the product is a lot better.
Oh, and speaking of pay per views, and when I met pay per views, I met like you could have chose anything like WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA, all them. So,
Mm.
and here's question number 6. Favorite match in any company that could be TNA, WWE, AEW, all these other joints.
Like I just said, that triple threat between Bianca, Io, and Rhea at WrestleMania, that was my favorite match. That was you had everything. You had the story, you had the moments, you had the moves. So yeah, that right there was my favorite match of the year.
Nice, nice, nice. So, question number 7. Since we're talking about matches, you know how there's like Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, all that. So let me just ask you question number 7. What is your favorite match type?
Ooh, my favorite match type. You know what? Since I've been training, right? One of the biggest things is cardio. So I would say like a 60-minute Ironman match, just from the perspective of watching the match and watching the story, watching how guys navigate telling the story throughout a full 60 minutes. Because listen, let me tell you, I've done like 15, 20-minute mini matches, and bro, you blow up quick, and I mean quick. So to watch someone do a 60-minute match, that takes a level of skill that I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gotten to yet. As far as you gotta pace yourself. You gotta make sure you keep the crowd involved for the full 60 minutes. You gotta tell a story. So yeah, so just from the perspective of a wrestler, a 60-minute Iron Man match, that'd be my favorite.
Nice. All right. So if some of y'all follow him on TikTok, y'all know he has a theme that someone made for him. Shout out to that guy. So, DeJohn, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite theme of any wrestler? Your favorite theme?
Oh, my favorite thing. Hmm. Okay. See, there are a couple good ones. I think we all like the DX theme for sure. I think that's a cop out. That's pretty easy. Christian Cage, one of the original themes he had when he was in WWE. I like that one.
That was
Got Metal Ingot. Batista. Batista's theme for sure. For sure.
bruh.
I tell you what, this is what you do. You go back and get a SmackDown versus Raw from '07 to like 2011 and just listen to the full soundtrack of all the wrestlers' theme. Pick any one of them, and that's my favorite.
I know how that feels, man. I know how that feels. All right, question number. Wait. Before I say question number 9, my favorite theme of practically almost all time. Not gonna lie, it's kind of a like a funny pick, but and I'm not. I'm only 18 years old. I wasn't back in the freaking Attitude Era. I was born in the Ruthless Regression Era. So my favorite's gotta be Val Venus.
Val Venus. Hey, oh man, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Val Venus. Oh man, tell you what, while we're going back to that era, Chavo Guerrero. That's an underrated theme also. I don't know
Whoa.
if you heard that one, but that one also.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh, Val Venus. That's crazy.
Okay, question number 9.
Uh-huh.
If you had the choice to join any faction of wrestling, any faction, what would you pick?
Any faction.
Yeah, any faction.
All time?
Yeah, of all time.
Okay. I'll say more modern day, probably the Judgment Day. I like the tag team wrestling with JD and Finn. I like the stories between, Liv and Dom, got Raquel and Roxanne. Then I'll say all time, the Four Horsemen. Back in the old NWA days, the Four Horsemen. That's a legendary group right there. So I would choose if it was like past Four Horsemen, present Judgment Day.
Wow, those are actually good picks. Those are actually good picks, man.
Like, what about yourself?
Um, well, since I was still a little young when they were still around, I would say for the kind of an old time, but at the same time modern time, it'd have to be the Shield.
Ah, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
But if I had to go back to the old, Attitude Era days, I
Mhm.
would like to join the Nation of Domination.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the nation.
Hmm.
Oh,
All right,
oh dang.
all right. This is the last question for this interview. All right.
Okay.
So, if anyone has watched my videos, y'all know in one video I made, I gave out some inspirational words for people that want to do content creation, wrestling, or whatever you want to do. So, DeJohn, let me get your
Yes, sir.
question. Do you have any advice for any upcoming wrestlers, content creators, or all that? Do you have any advice?
Yes, I do. Okay. First things first, take that first step. You may think, you have to be ready, you have to be perfect before you start. No, take that first step. Okay. Everyone you see on TV, everyone you see on the indies, everyone you see anywhere, the guys that you look up to, they all had to take that first step. They all started somewhere. When I first made my first TikTok, I hadn't started at all. I was scared. Okay. Look, I have social anxiety and all that. And TikTok was my way of combating that. TikTok was my way of holding myself accountable about starting wrestling. And not just, starting wrestling, but anything in life. If you want something, you got to go out, you got to pursue it. You got to take that first step. You're going to have failures, you're going to have setbacks. Those things are going to happen. But the thing is, you got to keep pushing forward, keep fighting towards what you want. If you really truly want something, you got to be willing to fight for it. You got to be willing to go out and grab it and accomplish it. So I just want to say, anyone that has a dream, go out and pursue it.
Wow, man, those are some really inspirational words, man.
Thank
Okay, well, that was all the questions we had for today. But if you want to, we could talk a little bit more if you want to. But it's your choice, man.
you. All right, hey man, it's your show, man. It's up to you.
All right, well, I do got a couple more things to talk about wrestling. So I haven't mentioned this in the intro I made, but DeJohn is making his debut at Rocket City Championship Wrestling on January 3rd. He's making his debut. So I wanted to also ask DeJohn, how are you feeling about debuting, man? How are you feeling?
Listen, man, it's a mixture of emotions. I will tell you that it's a mixture. First off, I'm nervous. Okay, I am. I will not lie. I am nervous. Making my debut, but also, I feel proud of myself because, like I said, I started it in August. I started training in August, and I feel like I put in the time, the effort, and the hard work to get where I'm at, to where I can debut. I'm excited to start my independent wrestling journey, man, and I'm excited for all the support that specifically, man. Like I said, thank you for your support, man, because you've been there since the first video, since day one, and I just want you to know that hasn't been overlooked. I want to say thank you for that. So people like you that have inspired me, man. I'm excited to go out and perform for you guys. I'm excited to prove myself out there in the ring.
Well, hey, man, listen, I support everyone that has a dream. And what's going on so far? You are following that dream.
Sorry, thank you.
Next question. So, how do you feel, man? So, I know there's like a lot of independent wrestlers out there that are doing what you're doing. They're putting in the work, they're working their ass off, they're doing all this. So, and like I said, on January 3rd, you are making your debut. Now, after you make your debut, what else you gonna do? You gonna still work your ass off, or you gonna are you gonna fight when you get the chance?
Oh, for sure. Hey, I'm always gonna put in the work, man. Always, always. Got to keep at it. There's a saying I heard. It says, "If you're green, you're growing. If you're not, you rot." Basically, what that means is you should always be trying to learn. You should always be working. You should always be trying to get better at your craft. So after I make my debut, I'm gonna be right back to work, right back at training, uh, just continuing to grow, trying to get better so I can pursue more opportunities. And hopefully, within the year, I've accomplished most of my goals. I know you and I had talked earlier on like TikTok. I had messaged you. I was telling you about my goals as far as trying to pursue more promotions, trying to get better in the ring, trying to learn more, and hopefully, within a couple more years, you know, uh, try to get signed to a bigger promotion. But for sure, you always got to put in that work. I don't plan on stopping at all. I feel like this is just the first step. And continue to climb the mountaintop, you got to keep taking more steps.
Mm. All right, nice, nice, nice. What do you think about heel turns?
Okay. In what way?
Um, say like you've been in a tag team for a long time. You got to know this person. You pause when I say this. You begin to love this person,
Mhm.
and then out of nowhere, he betrays you out of nowhere.
Okay. So that's how would I feel if that happened to me?
Yeah, how would you feel if that happened to you?
I understand that, even if you're a tag team, even if you spend time together, gotta remember each person is their own individual person with their own individual goals. So I don't think I can hold that against them. So I say, if that does happen to me, there will be payback for sure. I'm gonna have to get my payback, but I'm not gonna hold it against them personally because at the end of the day, they want the same thing I want.
Hmm. Nice. And let me just say one more thing, man. Friggin', let me just say one more thing, then we'll go ahead and end this interview, man. Let me tell you something. Like I said, you inspired me to do these YouTube videos. You inspired me to do them because way back then, I had a gaming channel. I wasn't good. I was editing every now and then, trying to be the next Corey Kenshin or whatever, and it wasn't going work. It wasn't working. I wasn't. I was just nervous to upload every time because I was afraid I was gonna get hate comments and all that. But after watching you on TikTok, and you have like you said, you have anxiety. So after seeing you do what you do, you're just posting and not being scared or anything. That inspired me to start doing these YouTube videos and showing my face and stuff. And it's basically you're also the one inspiring me to actually putting in like when of course I gotta get a job first and all that, but you're the reason why I'm gonna get into wrestling. You are practically the reason.
Man, you making me blush over here. Hey, man, I appreciate you saying that. That really means a lot to me, man. Because like I said, when I first started, I was just looking for a purpose. And like I said, I one of my goals was to inspire people like I was inspired. So the fact that you say that, that means I'm on the right track, man. And I really do appreciate you telling me that. And man, I wish you the best. And hopefully, we can keep this thing going to where you inspire more people and then they inspire people, man. I wish you the best things in life, man. I just want to tell you that. From the bottom of my heart, I do, man.
Thank you, man. And also and practically when you started training at Rocket City Championship Wrestling, this is when I started saying, you know what? When I get my driver's license and I get a job and all this, I'm gonna start putting in the work to be a wrestler. And I didn't know where to go. Since me and you, we live in Alabama and stuff, I
Mhm.
didn't know if there was wrestling schools near me or around me. So then when I started looking up online, there was Pro South Wrestling, um, Spartan Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
There was another one I can't remember, but it's somewhere in Mobile. And I didn't know where else there could be a wrestling school. And then when I came across you on TikTok, you said you weren't from Huntsville, right? You're from Huntsville, right?
Yeah, I moved to Huntsville. Yeah.
And then you said, and then that first sentence I heard was Rocket City Championship Wrestling. And I said, wow, there is another wrestling company in Alabama that's practically close. So when I start training, I don't know where I'm going to go to train.
Hey, listen, man. Wherever you go, listen, they are all good places. The places that you just named, yeah, they're all right around me, man. I've heard nothing but great things from them, man. So I promise you, wherever you go, you will be in good hands. But I gotta advocate. If you do want to, be around the best, Rocky City Championship Wrestling is always open to you.
All right, I'll keep that in. I'll keep that in mind, man. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
All right. Well, everyone, this is the end of the interview. I know finally. I don't know when to stop talking. I get that from my mom. But hey, this has been a good interview. This is my first ever interview. I might do some more. I might. This is the first episode after all, but I'll figure out who else to interview. But until then, DeJohn is, and I'm probably a little biased, but this is my favorite guest so far on the show.
Hey, you're my favorite interviewer, man. This is my first one, so thank you.
Hey man, listen. When I know, I'm still yapping and stuff, but when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to make a series. Either I wanted to start posting videos on 2K, or I wanted to start posting interviews like Logan Paul does, or other wrestlers that do like interviews or stuff. And I just chose the interview because I don't feel like setting my phone up and recording my television.
I understand.
But hey, you right now, you are the first guest on my show, and I appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, I appreciate you for having me, and I look forward to being interviewed by you again, man.
All right, well that might happen, man. That might happen.
Hey, it for sure will. I promise you it will.
All right, so everyone, I know finally this is the end of the interview. Thank you, DeJohn, for coming on the first episode. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Like I said, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to ask me and invite me to be on your show. So thank you.
Man, I'll do that anytime. If y'all want to see his debut on January 3rd, look in the description of this video. You'll find Rocket City Championship Wrestling in the description down below. And you know what? Just because, like I said, DeJohn is my favorite guest on this show, I'll put his TikTok down in the description as well.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is the end of the interview. This is also the end of the video. I love y'all. If y'all like this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified. Until next time, this is Ace Wilson. I'm out. See y'all in the next video.